We are recording.
There we go.
Hello, mothership. We are here. Here with Niall Farrell, who anytime he comes to this country, I've decided I'm going to grab him. Yeah. And I suppose I didn't know until I spoke to you last that you actually have done a giant BBC documentary.
That's right. Yes.
With someone going around with an endoscopic camera up your proverbial rear, so to speak.
Proverbial and sometimes literal.
And what was that like for you? I mean, let's forget about what it was. Mm-hmm. But what was it like for you? 9 months.
It was kind of strange. Yeah, it was a good bit of time. The guy who did it, Greg. Really, we were very lucky that we got on really well. Otherwise, if there's a bit of a personality clash, it could be a fucking nightmare, But it was a bit strange because it's very much a fly on the wall, warts and all. So there's a lot of times when I'm not always the jovial character that you see, and sometimes I'm fucking crabbit about shit, and that'll be caught on the camera,
No, that's easy to pick up in your superficial jovialness.
Oh, of course, exactly.
When I see.
I mean, it's a 7 out of 10 facade, and some people can see beyond that. But for the plebs,
no, I try not to, because I know that underneath, it's probably really horrible. Yeah, so I choose not.
Seethe most of the time.
Yeah, and so it's like 9 months. And did it affect your play?
Not so much my play. No, there was because it was it was pretty good. Like for Greg, he was coming cold into the poker world, so he didn't know, and he did that on purpose because he wanted to see how the audience would kind of see and stuff. And obviously, as you go on, you learn more about the world. So at the start, there was a couple of little etiquette kind of breaches, you might say, where I ran a big bluff against a guy in Prague, and then this guy next, he's absolutely raging when he realises he's got bluffed, and then Greg comes over and goes, so did you just fucking bluff him there? I'm like, no, we can't even do that, mate. But as we got on, obviously it's because it's a very strange world, poker, if you're coming into it from nowhere. There's a lot of daft
it's
etiquette,
easy for us to forget that,
stuff like that, yeah. So it was good.
And what did he notice that helped you sort of understand the poker world well? What was he noticing?
Just the kind of strangeness of it, and a lot of the there's a real juxtaposition between a lot of the top guys now are really dead cold, logical robot guys, but they're also I like to think when I'm playing poker, I'm very logical, but I'm also I had a great run yesterday, I'll wear the same socks, just random shit, so it's doesn't make any sense, but there's more of just it's that kind of weird stuff that goes on in the world. Stuff oh shit, I'm short 20 grand euros. I fucking forgot to pick them up because I'm a moron and this is my job. And then you see someone there's, can I borrow 20 grand? Yeah, quick handshake, 20 grand.
And ordinary people don't get that.
No.
Yeah, they actually go,
strange.
There's something wrong. I mean, what is that? The level of distance between getting that is. I mean, did he, by the end of it, sort of get it, or not really?
Kind of, yeah. I think he could have bought into it. I'd like to think at the end he was kind of loving the kind of work, because basically for him, we were going out, he's like, right, so what would you do on a kind of normal day off? I'm like, we're going out again, mate. We're going to the pub. He's like, oh, fucking brilliant. So he's coming to the pub, so he's loving it.
And because it's for BBC, is it going to be, edited a lot?
It'll be edited, but it's...
And do you have any say? Can you say, no, I don't want that?
I won't have any editorial control or anything, but I think that's fair because I wouldn't want him playing my fucking poker hand, so I don't think he would want me editing his doc. But the last documentary, his most famous one was Real Kashmir, which was following Davy Robertson, an ex-Rangers footballer. He was managing a football team out in the Kashmir region of India, so it's managing in a fucking war zone. And that apparently that documentary broke the record for the most fucks said in any documentary. So I was going for the record, so we'll see how it gets on. But
and with BBC, do they allow that now?
Yeah, it's warts and all, so it'll be
It'll be after 11 o'clock.
Oh yes, it will be.
Be after 12 o'clock, will it?
It might be at 4 in the fucking morning on the snooker channel, mate. No, we don't know yet. It'll be definitely on BBC Scotland, and it'll be on the iPlayer as well. The one he did, the Real Kashmir one, went massive, so it went to America, it went everywhere, it won BAFTAs, it was really big. He was actually raging that we finished filming 2 days, and he went home 2 days before the shooting scare in Vegas, and he's like, fuck, if we'd caught that would have been a BAFTA for sure. Me shitting my pants and running down the Rio Hall.
But but just on practical playing stuff, like you mentioned robots, I mean, you strike me as, broadly speaking, not very egotistical. You managed to integrate sort of, when we talked before, a very, in some ways, more mathematical than other people might think of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say.
But there's this other bit which is the reason why you've been asked to do a documentary, which seems to be sort of some kind of ordinary kind of football hooligan type louty kind of low level kind of like Fuegarola sort of social sort of this sort of
I think it's just working class Scottish upbringing. You kind of get that, and then I mean, don't get me wrong, and you say egotistical. I think I probably am quite a bit egotistical.
No, but I mean in a way, basically, people from more Scotland and Northern Ireland and even Ireland, they can lack a certain confidence, yeah. So they feel a little bit slightly chip on the shoulder-ish, a bit, yeah. But you seem to not have that too much.
I think that's probably fair, yeah. I mean, I used to, when I was younger, like 21, 22, that kind of age, I used to really care what people thought about me and stuff, and I was always hyper away and stuff. And I just don't give a shit, really. And I know myself, I'm a nice, good person, fundamentally.
Becoming a father, sort of?
Yeah, maybe, help maturity a wee bit, it takes a lot to, for someone to upset me, it takes a lot. If I've fallen out with you, you must have been a massive cunt. It's I don't it really does take a lot. And
so much of a massive cunt that there will be an echo.
Yeah, exactly. Cavernous, you might say. But yeah. So when I really like when you live your life like that, it makes you so much more laid back and happy. If you get worked up over a little thing, if someone slights you in some way, and you get this kind of oh fuck this guy, I just don't care, and it's much easier.
I mean, the theme of a lot of what I do is trying to drill into why people play well. So this whole piece, I wonder now, looking over the next year, because I think one of your advantages. And this is me going to be critical for a second now from watching you.
Need that.
I'm not sure whether you tune, and I shouldn't say this to you because we're about to play. You're about to be on my left, and I just interviewed Andrew, and he's on my next left. And I found myself saying stuff together. But part of me feels that even you're leaving a bit on the table in terms of incorporating this appreciation of humanity and your own humanity, to crush the fuck out of your enemies at the poker table. Does that feel like it's...
Yeah, for sure. To be honest, right, I mean, when I come over to play, an event in Ireland, generally speaking, for me, it's more of a fun event. It's more of a holiday. It's almost recreational, but I want to make money while I'm here. But it's not I'm not coming out here to... I'm happy to give up 10-15% of what I could be theoretically winning to have a much better time.
So the last so in terms of can you describe that extra 10 or 15? I mean, I don't really want to do this because you're on my left, right? In about 5 minutes, but can you describe that extra 10 or 15%? What it might be?
A lot, I mean, a lot of it's just paying a lot more attention. For example, instead of having a laugh and a joke and stuff like that, just you're still at it, but you're just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on. You're doing things even this daft stuff, just your table presence, you're just sitting and you're kind of being more intimidated almost. It's more negative kind of thing. And it's not. This is why in something like this, it doesn't feel correct for me. I don't want to be that guy who's staring you down in a fucking pot and with 84 people left in a €500 fucking tournament.
But there's still that bit of humanity that you have, which I think has turned slightly off here. But the next big tournament, 10 or 25,000 tournament, you'll turn it on, and it's. Can you just describe? If I'm right, can you describe it?
You are right.
The reason why I'm saying this is because there's levels and levels of this, but the principles are the same. Your average amateur player or somebody who's never played poker at all will tune into this a bit. So if they have a sense of what it is, sort of a really slightly more refined level, they might be able to identify it and find it useful.
Yeah, a lot of it's more. It's really hard to say because it's very vague, but it's concentration levels. It's when I'm playing a 25k and there's 5 people at the table that are usually fucking better than me, and there's maybe 3 that I'm better than. You have to sit and you are against these guys. You are playing what you've prepared, what you've learned, your theory that you sat. So if you're well prepared, you're in this zone of I know what I'm doing. This is what I'm meant to be doing. I need to execute well. when you're playing in like a 500 with a bit more fun and stuff, a lot of it's gonna be more freestyle. It's not gonna be stuff you've prepared. You know,
you don't off piste.
Yes, exactly. You're off the beaten track. You know, there's like, we've got a 5-way 4-bet pot here. No one's done any work on that 'cause it doesn't fucking exist in the top level. You know, so that's like you're on the seat of your pants trying to figure it out as you go. And at that point, you're not drawing on stuff you're preparing. You're just trying to figure out what's going on at the time, and you can be a lot more relaxed doing.
And do you know? So you think you figure out things a little bit less at the time at these bigger tournaments? Like you're forced to be really mathematical, is what you're saying.
It's
is there nothing you can read? Like with
Ludo,
it feels like Ludo, who's a sort of better reader than you, it'd be fair to say.
Yeah, better reader.
He actually, when he gets in those positions, is still doing what he does in the smaller tournaments there. He's still using that feel. Would that be right?
I would say so, yeah. Ludo's fundamentals, what we say now, are actually pretty good now because he's done. That's the thing. It's like the footballer analogy. It's like Ludo's like the Prozinecki, you know, like he's got the natural talent, but it's fucking
Pirlo.
Like two cigarettes at half time. He can't be running around the pitch, but he'll ping the passes, everything. Now you can teach people to get fitter and run, but you can't teach the magic. So Ludo's full magic, and you can learn the other shit. I'm more the other way, which is a bit tougher, but you get that. But that's why, like, you know, if you want to watch poker, watching someone like Ludo's who you want to watch rather than, you know.
But it's not nice to know who you are, maybe, you know, and you have to work from there. So, well, as always, whoever you are, whatever your style is, you have to work from there, and you're grounded in who you are. And maybe that's the thing for, you know, people who are less experienced. Maybe that's the thing to notice. Not to be like you, but to be grounded in who you are and then build from that. But we are about to play.
We are.
So we're going to say bye-bye to all the children.
Cheerio.
Okay, hey, thanks, man.
Not a problem.